I'm here at Spud Murphy's place in Wodonga, and he's not feeling too well. He's going to make himself something to eat. Let's see how he goes.
Raining. That's not good. My mum used to call them smooth potato. Don't know why, smooth, but we were brought up on potato, hence the nickname Spud.
Something else that your mum used to tell you all the time.
Something my mum told me all the time. Lean over when we were eating.
What do you mean lean over?
Lean over the table. She's always worried about crumbs on the table or on the floor. So whenever you're eating at the table, it wouldn't matter if you're sitting in the middle of the table, she'd say, lean over. That was my mum.
Oh, what was something your dad always said?
Don't worry about it. He was worried about his health though. He wasn't, he was worried about his health, hugely. Well, he wouldn't cook, he wouldn't put butter or margarine on toast.
Why?
Because he thought it was bad for him, so he'd eat it dry and sit there coughing away at a dry bit of bread. I said, Dad, put a bit of moisture on it. No, not that stuff. Every morning he'd sit there, straddled by the sink with a chair, never sat up at the table. And Mum would be in the corner. Lean over! Lean over! So yeah, that was my upbringing.
What was it like growing up on a farm?
Best life you could have. You got space, you still got connectivity with the rest of the world through media, TV and radio. So you get to understand what's happening in the cities and everything around the world, but you're still living this adventure where you make decisions every day to fix things, to look at things in a way that now we're a throwaway society, as you know.
What's the hardest part of growing up on a farm?
Hardest part, probably when you're the most frustrating, when we're 16, 15, when your puberty really kicks in and you feel like you're only I was 25k out of town, but it could have been 5,000k out of town because I had no licence. Couldn't just hop on my deadly treadly and ride down the street and check out the girls or whatever. I was stuck out in the property. And when you're 16, that's all of a sudden something you don't want to be all the time. Your instincts kick in and you want to get into town. But you soon work out that whoever you meet want to come back out of town.
If you ever lived in the city, how long do you think you'd do it for?
Oh, I'd give it a couple of weeks. I don't understand people that live out of town in a small, tiny place with neighbours. If you're going to live out of town, don't have any neighbours. That's why you're living out of town.
So you're not feeling well at the moment? Why not?
I think because I haven't eaten. As soon as I eat, things will look up. At the moment, trying not to throw up. And so how am I doing?
Pretty good. What are the other kind of meals that you make?
Mock fish. Once again, potato, egg and flour, which is we're brought up on it. Mum, Dad and my brother, that's their favourite meal. It's potato, egg and flour. It's like a hash brown but nicer. And we'd ask for a whole plate all night. No veggies. So 3 nights a week we'd have potato, egg, flour. And we called it mock fish. I think that's Mum called it that because it looked like a fish, but it wasn't, so it's a mock fish. And this is just potato.
Have you just shot yourself? You've just been involved in a film, right?
Yeah, a film called That's Not My Dog.
And what was your role?
I told jokes in it. 5 jokes. Hopefully they don't all end up on the cutting floor. That'll be a joke in itself. It's got Paul Hogan, Shane Jacobson, Spud Murphy. You love it.
What was it like, the experience being on set?
Hungry.
With the catering and everything, you got first priority?
Yes, we did, yeah. Makes you feel good if you've got a part, because the extras you go over there, people are well away from me. No, there was the extras and the actors, but everyone gets on a mix as well. But when it came to catering, the extras had a line, which was behind our line, and to the right. made sure we got fed first, and then they got slops. No, I'm only joking. They got to eat as well.
Tastes good?
It does. Feeling better every second. Mr. Potato Head's looking down on it. Notice why I touch that very carefully, because apparently that gives you a shock every now and then. Check this out, Mum. Woo. Hey, you can do that stuff and get away with it.
That's Spud. He might not be feeling too well, but he's in top form.